Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Trails in the Sky. We are busy on our investigation to the robbery at the mayor's house and we've got a suspect. It's Josette. That's the girl that visited the mayor. That's from a school way out west and or east, I don't know. But at least she's the one that's most suspicious at the moment during our investigation. So, what we're going to do, we're going to go to the hotel where we know she's staying at and see if she's willing to answer a few questions. But I think last time we did really well with basically making a little bit of a visual chart on how this entire thing happened. So, how they got in, what they stole, why they messed everything up. The only thing we need to do is to cut the culprit, and I'm hoping we can do that today. So let's get straight into it. Estelle, Joshua, and even Charizard. Is something the matter? Do you remember a girl named Josette? She's a student from the Royal Academy who should be staying here. Ah, of course, I remember her, but she checked out just a moment ago. Shoot, we're a minute too late. Let's hurry to the landing port. We might be able to catch her there. She really didn't seem like a bad girl. Okay, so he's wondering what the hell is going on. And we did went to the port earlier and there were no planes there. And the Bozy one was late. Is it late because of her trying to escape? Doesn't sound too logical, does it? Because if it was late because of her, then she would already be gone and she just left. It's really weird. I don't think we're gonna find her at port, but we should definitely check it out. There's nobody here at the hotel. Quiet as always. Let's see if Mr. Pervert has seen some new girls walking about. Please. Excuse the delay. The airliner should be arriving any time now, so please be patient. Yo, Ellen. It's us, if you hadn't noticed. Oh, you guys. Oh, and Charizard too. Thank you, Adios, for this feast on the ice. So, what's up? You didn't by any chance happen to see a girl in school uniform around here, did you? A girl in school uniform? A school uniform from where? From the Janus Royal Academy. Oh, baby, those uniforms are so hot. The contrast of those neatly plaited white skirts and navy blue socks. Oh yes, I can see them now. I totally forget what the boys' uniforms look like though. This is one obsession I just don't get. Thus defineth man's eternal struggle. Back on topic here, so you didn't see a girl in Royal Academy uniform? Nope, not this month. And believe me, I watch for those. I check all the passengers boarding and disembarking, so I can tell you at least that she hasn't come here. Which means that she came to Roland along the road without using an airliner. This complicates things. Yes, but remember, we have one extra hint that we found on the attic that I'm 100% sure is gonna give us the answer to where she is now. And that's the leaf that we found. Because, like I said before, I think that's where their camp is, their hideout. And if we can pinpoint where that leaf came from, we have a place to look around at. Our search field suddenly got much bigger. Come to think of it, there must be others, so they've got to be hiding somewhere. Wait, that reminds me. What does, Estelle? Yes, the leaf. Estelle pulled out Cerve's leaf found in the attic. I almost forgot that we found this. Could this be some sort of clue? Alright, we did find that. Shira, do you know of any places nearby where Cervice trees grow? Cervice trees, huh? I'm pretty certain they grow in Mistwald, south of Roland. Mistwald. That is the forest in the opposite direction from home as Roland, right? It seems like it's worth looking into. That settles it. Let's hit up the highway through Roland's southern gate. You're really excited, aren't you? Well, whatever it is, good luck. I was already thinking it was going to be the Mistwald, because we don't have any other explicit areas with trees. So that was my first guess as well. Just what's going on? With the airliner this late, I can't help but think something has happened. Yeah, I'm sure there is, but I don't know if the reason for the airliner being late has anything to do with this. The airliner is late. I wonder what's going on. The airliner, which should be coming from Bose, still hasn't arrived. We've prepared to receive the incoming ship, but it just ain't here. Yeah, we might be looking into it after we solved the crime of the mayor. Hey, wait up! You're running like a crazed lunatic. Who can just walk at a time like this? Maybe I should think about cutting back on these blasted cigarettes. What are the two of you up to? Ah, you kids again. Actually, we got to get to Bose ASAP. But the airline is not even here yet. I know, that's why we're heading there on foot. It'll take some time, but it's not a distance that we can't cover by ourselves. Well, don't wear yourselves out too badly. By the way, are you after a scoop or something? Yeah, and the mother of all scoops too. No time to talk, we've got to make it there today. Yeah, whenever it looks like the person that whenever he finds a scoop, he's going straight into it, no matter what. I wonder if Nell's going to be alright. See you later, Estelle, Joshua. Well, aren't they a lively pair? Friend of yours? Those were the reporters from the ones of the job Dad asked us to take over. I wonder what's going on. Me too. To be honest, I think this is a connection to why the airliner of Bose is late. There's probably something happening around Bose that he thinks is going to be a newsworthy item, and that's why he wants to go there. Let's talk to Paddington Bear. Gazing out from the top here every day is quite enjoyable. The changing seasons, the lives of those people living here in town. Though they are all minor, I can see these changes with my own eyes. Recently, I've seen Mr. Bloom out and about quite a bit. I wonder what he's up to. Gossip. Only gossip. That's not what we're here for. We need valuable information. Alright. Let's head over straight to the Miss Vault. Let's see if we can find the culprits. And of course Josette, which we think is part of this all. Alright, we've arrived at the Miss Vault. So this is Miss Vault, huh? Can you tell us anything, Shara? Someone came through here, alright. From what I can see, a number of people passed through here not long ago. Yes, amongst them, us, during the No, we were here not for an extermination mission. We were here to get the bear claw. Yes. I'd wager, Mira, we're on the right track. How can you be so sure? Because tracking fugitive is an essential skill for bracers. Anyway, let's check out the woods. Be sure to keep your voices low. Roger that. Understood. Alright, so we need to find the segment of the forest that they are hiding in. We should be able to do that. Just randomly picking sides. This is the first place that we looked over for when we were finding the bear claw, because the logs over the river was really suspicious to begin with. I think we might have found something. Well, we did find something, it's just not what we're looking for. It's one gigantic tree. What it is. It is very weird, because usually when there's something special we can't turn the camera. So maybe this is a place we need to be at a later date. So let's remember that, so we can find a way back here as well. So we need another part of this massive forest. We do that. But yeah, the risks of being surprise attacked while walking around like this is pretty high. And I do see that we need to wear our anti-sleep braces, even though the sleep doesn't last that long. Alright, one more chance. Okay, so they are high evade, but not impossible. So we try using some craft. Now I don't have the same hit rate as anything else. They don't have any specific weaknesses against elementals. I want that one down with physical violence. The rest we can do with magic, I'm fine with that. When I pick a choice on an enemy, I'm just gonna keep on going. So actively making us slower by using the attack delay. Yeah, and we got more than enough EP with Charizard to do these attacks. And this is one of the reasons why we really want to open up the entire orbment. Because the amount of EP we'll be getting from it will be more than enough to take enemies out for a long time while out in the open. That's it, that's her. That was too easy. And to think that something as exquisite as this fell into my hands with almost no effort. Wait till Dawn and Kyle hear about this. You surprised me, that's for sure. The way you pulled off that act wearing that school uniform was simply astounding. Just what you'd expect from the mademoiselle of an ex-aristocrat family. Yeah, but what's in the past is in the past. But it certainly doesn't hurt that in this outfit I can deceive almost anyone. That gullible mayor and dim-witted bracer girl? Idiots, the whole lot of them. What was that? Calm down. Let's see what else they have to say. Yes. Do not storm into a situation you know little about. Hold yourself back and listen first. Fine, but I'm not happy about this. Yeah, but that girl seemed pretty tough. I mean, she took care of all the monsters that appeared in the mine. Lyall, isn't that the... Is that the guy in the mine, the trainee? It is, isn't it? So they were scouting out multiple places. I knew he was suspicious. The mine? Oh, so you're the one who screwed up their job. If you had just done it like you were supposed to, I wouldn't have had to put a monkey show on to get this thing. Oh, my apologies. I forget about it. All's well that ends well. At any rate, those two kids being braces was an absolute joke. Especially that brainless bimbo. She honestly believed that we could be friends. What a freaking moron. I had to try so hard to keep from laughing. How stupid can she be? It's so absurd. Now that is rich. What's so funny? It's you guys. Yep, it's the brainless bimbo and her absolute joke of a bracer partner. And this probably won't come as a surprise, but we're going to beat you up now. What? Bracers? How did they find... You did a fine job stealing that septium from the maze resident, but it looks like you were a little bit careless in the end. In accordance with the law of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby under arrest and charged with breaking and entering, vandalism and burglary. It will be in your best interest not to resist, but I'm sure Estelle is hoping you will. Oh, this doesn't look good. What are we going to do now, Josette? How about you quit quaking in your boots for starters? These bracers are nothing more than a ragtag group of kids. I think it's time we showed them the real strength of the Capua family. Who are you calling us kids? You brat! I've had it up to here. I'm going to do something about it right now. Hey, That's my line. Ooh. Nice. Yeah, that color coordinated outfit fits a lot better with the rest of the gang. Alright, go get 'em, boys. Roger that. My pleasure. Understood. Alright, let's see what they can do before we unleash our full strength on them. Like, there are 4, so we need to make sure that we have at least enough HP to get through it. And they're standing way too far away from each other, so let's knock them a little bit closer. I think I'm gonna go straight in the duel. Perfect. Yes, I want to see the Sylvan Whip. Let's see what we can do with our lashings. Ooh, it's an area attack. I'm gonna wait for it. If it's an area attack, I want to be a little bit closer. Better. Damn, she's a strong one, isn't she? Okay, I think it would be wiser to heal up Joshua and play it safe. And then the round after that we can unleash our full power. We already got him in the rope, so let's start knocking off a little bit of the rest. Now we can craft. Oh, I was hoping it will get 3 of them. No, I'm gonna go for that. Oh, and she misses on the one guy we definitely want to hit. Alright. So, what would be most advantageous? I think 450 would probably be way too much. So I'm gonna go with 271. This should be doable.
Here I come.
Yeah, lucky guess. A bit higher than I was expecting, but like I said, not over the 400 marker. Let's see, take him down. Nothing about delaying an attack. Do we have anything here with that? No, I just set agility plus 50%. So this is attack. Let's get the minions first. Heal yourself is fine. I still have Joshua on the side with an S-craft ready to go. Let's do something else. Let's do an airstrike.
Take that!
Yes. Nice shot. Damn, that looks really good. What does he have? Yeah, that we can... No, not an art. Dual strike, which is one of my most favorite moves. I was hoping that he would be taken down. And this will do the trick as well. Let's keep using the arts. Let's do aqua bleed. Oh, I didn't check what her weaknesses potentially are. Nice. Still a lot of damage, but it did look very nice. Alright, next round you definitely need to heal. Alright, let's hit her with a double whammy, and doesn't look like she has any elemental weaknesses. Yeah, let's keep attacking with her. I want to see if we can get her S-craft also out of this. Because I'm extremely curious about that. And she only needs one more attack. Well, she's too far away, so I think we're just stuck with using our arts. Oh yeah, I should have healed Estelle. Because if she's hit now, she will go down. So I think it might be wise to heal her a bit. Ah, healing herself, alright. It's the wiser choice for her. You know what, let's just try to make the area a little bit closer. And you keep on missing, girl. Damn, she got great defense. Perfect. Straight to an S-craft. Let's see what she does.
Someone's been naughty.
Ooh, I love that. Someone's been naughty. Very naughty, according to the damage I'm seeing. Raise his strength.
Come on.
And then using our craft, we have a doubly empowered dual slash, because he has also got 10 strength. Damn it. Just enough, beautiful.
Alright, we're good to go.
And a whole lot of Sepith. Not gonna say no to that. How in the world? You had enough yet? That's what you get for taking braces lightly. And we'll be taking this back if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Receive Septium Crystal. Hey, that Septium belongs to me. No, not you, to the people of Roland. That's who. The sheer nerve you have to say something like that is astounding. Now that we've got the crystal back, how about we move on to confession time? That's an interesting name you mentioned. The Capua family, was it? Me and my big mouth. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. So, you want to be a tough act to crack, do you? I don't mind at all. In fact, I like them that way. What are you trying to do? That's a dangerous thing to be swinging around like that. Well, if you can't answer with your mouth, then maybe your body can answer instead. But don't worry, I'll be extra gentle. Eek. Get away from me, you crazy witch! I think Shira's enjoying this a little bit too much. Let's just sit back and enjoy the show. Look out, Shira! An Orbal gun! Are you alright, Shira? I'm fine, forget about me. Look at that! Oh, they got their own airship. An airship? Looks like the tables are turned in our favor now, aren't they? Are you okay, Josette? Kyle, you're late. Where have you been? Oh, never mind. Just hurry up and give us a hand. No can do. Our push into the Roland region has been put on hold. Something big came up in Boza region while you were away. What's that supposed to mean? I don't have the time to explain. Hurry up and hop on, or I'll have to leave you behind. Crap. Hey, just where do you think you're going? We'll pick this up another day, and don't you think you've won either. Baby, it's gonna be a beast. I've got another word for that, but I'll take it. I sure wasn't expecting anything like that to come out of the woodwork. Looked like they caught us all off guard. This isn't a laughing matter. Right now I'm so frustrated, I don't even know what to think. Well, on the bright side, we did get the Septium crystal back. Switching gears, that group sure looked to me like a bunch of sky bandits. Yeah, they certainly seem of that variety. It also sounds like they've made the Boza region their base of operations as well. I certainly wouldn't expect a group like that to travel all the way to the rural place like Roland. I couldn't care less if they're sky bandits or brigands. The next time I see that scruffy lying jerk of a tomboy, I'm going to twack bam kapow her. What's twack bam kapow supposed to mean? Let Shara show you that. Thus, the Septium crystal stolen from the mayor's residence was safely recovered. After returning it to the mayor, Estelle and the Otter returned to the guild to report the details of the incident. It looks like you've had a rough day. Who would have thought the sky bandits would appear? I don't blame you for letting them escape. No, this time it was my fault. I should have been more careful. I'm really far from being in the same league as Cassius. Hey, it's not your fault, Shira. I let my emotions get the best of me and I was careless as well. No, you guys did a great job. Your on-site investigation of the maze residence was flawless too. Don't you think you should recommend them, Aina? Yes, I was thinking the same thing as well. Recommend? What do you mean? Hold your horses. First comes the payment for a job well done. Oh, 5 extra points. Brilliant. Is that for the flawless investigation? It is, isn't it? And maybe even for the choice we made with Estelle for holding back our emotion and watching it all play out. I do think that's the better choice. This is for you both. Take this as well. Recommendation. This is... As of now, you are both junior bracers, in other words, bracers in training. In order to become senior bracers, you'll need to receive recommendations from all regional branches in the kingdom. This is your recommendation for the Roland branch. Is it really okay for us to have this? I heard that in order to become a full-fledged bracer, we need to achieve something fairly noteworthy. I think in light of the job performed in your father's stead and your great showing here, your achievements are well sufficient. However, those achievements are only for your work here in Roland. You'll need to receive recommendations from the other regional branches after achieving success there as well. Boze, Rouen, Zeiss, and finally, Grancel. You've still got a long road ahead of you. Even so, I'm really happy it was worth all the hard work. Now that we've come this far, don't you think we should visit the other regions too, Joshua? I'd figure you would say that much. I agree with you, but we can't decide this all by ourselves. We should discuss it with Dad when he gets home. Right. Uh-oh. That's the telephone, right? Hello? This is the Bracer Guild Roland branch in Liberal Kingdom. Ah, it's been a while since we last talked, hasn't it? I see. Are you sure? That's terrible. I wonder if something happened. It looks that way to me. Yes, that's right. He left on a business the other day. What? I apologize, but this is a little difficult to believe. Understood. I pass on the news to his family. They'll be fine. They're bracers too. Yes, and if you hear anything else, please let me know. What's wrong, Aina? It's unusual for you to be so surprised like that. Who was calling? The Boze branch. Something terrible has happened. The airliner, Linda, has disappeared from the Boze region. Say what? How is it possible? I don't know any of the details, but the Royal Army is currently conducting a wide-scale search. Due to this event, all other flights have been postponed. Well, that explains the backup at the landing port. And... Aina? Estelle, Joshua, please brace yourselves. Your father Cassius was aboard the airliner, which went missing. What? Impossible. There's got to be some kind of mistake. It seems his name was on the passenger list. Liberal Bracer Guild Roland Branch, Senior Bracer, Cassius Bright, 45. And prologue. Estelle, are you in there? Joshua? Dinner's ready. Just to let you know, we'll be having roasted basil chicken and onion soup gratin. Oh, that sounds so good. I'll come down later, so why don't you two go on ahead and eat? Alright. Well, make sure you come down before your food gets cold. The Wheel of Fortune card, again. Something really is going on. I just can't see what it is. Where's Estelle? She said to go ahead and eat without her. She didn't seem to have an appetite. I see. She took the news a lot better than I thought she would. It's not surprising she doesn't want to come out of her room, seeing as how close she is with her father. I agree. So, what do you think about all this, Shira? Is it an accident? Or an incident? To be honest, I couldn't say either way. Your dad is a top-notch bracer, but when it comes to crisis management, he's the best there is. Whichever it is, if your father happens to be there, it will be resolved. But the fact it's an airliner along with your father has gone missing? In other words, what you're trying to say is that things that shouldn't have happened, right? Don't lose heart on me now. You need to be a stout wall of support and bear Estelle up. I'll get to work tomorrow and see what I can find out. Man, it sure smells good down here. I can't stand it any longer. What? Estelle, are you okay? Oh, I'm so hungry. I thought I was gonna pass out. Ooh, this looks so good. Bon appetit. Aren't you two having any? This is great. The basil flavor really comes out when you roast it. You sure know how to cook, Joshua. Well, thanks. Ah, come on, Shira. Don't you just sit there too. Do you want to drink some of my dad's brandy from his secret stash? I'm pretty sure there's a bottle of Steinrose that's about 20 years old in there. Did you say Steinrose? And 20 years old too? Shira, what do you think you're doing? Sorry, Estelle, I'm going to have to pass this time. By the way, what are you doing up in your room? You didn't come down even after Joshua called you for supper. Oh, well, alright. I was just looking for some extra underwear. I was having a bit of trouble finding one of my favorite because it was so stuffed in the back of one of the drawers. Underwear? Oh, and a set of gear for traveling. I mean, who knows how long we'll be gone, so I figure as long as we're prepared, we'll have nothing to worry about. Huh? So what you're saying is, you intend to head to Bose to find your father? Well, duh! That's a no-brainer. And while I can't imagine anything bad happening to him despite his horrible luck, waiting around just doesn't suit me, so I'm gonna go check things out for myself. You really are something else. Where is your positive attitude or thick skin? I can't say, but... What? You're so rude, Joshua. But you're coming along too, right? Of course. However, it looks like all the airliner flights have been cancelled until the army finished their search. It seems like the only way to Bose is on foot. Walk to Bose, huh? I wonder how long that's gonna take. For a bracer on foot? If they hurry, they can make it there in about half a day. But if that's the route you're taking, that makes things easy. I think I'll tag along as well. Really? You'll come with us? But aren't you busy with a bunch of other jobs? Hey, I trained under your father, right? Did you honestly think I'd sit here when something could have happened to the person I owe so much to? I'm going to talk to Aina and have her pass my job at the guild to another member. Shira. We really appreciate this, Shira. You really shouldn't be thanking me. I just can't leave a job as big as this up to a bunch of newbies. I hate to say it, but you're probably right. Oh well, Since you're along for the ride now, I do feel a bit more confident. And we appreciate you coming with us. Myself as well. Anyway, let's make sure to drop by the guild tomorrow morning before we leave. I'll need to explain the situation to Aina. And that's how the journey gets started. Beginning of chapter 1. Yeah. So basically, we now have a full-fledged party of 3 people on the way to Bose to really start the investigation of what happened there. Because we solved the crime here in Roland. Maybe not to the best of results, because capturing the gang would have been better, but we did solve it nonetheless. We can probably do the same in Bose too. I understand the situation now. To be frank though, with Charizard taking off after Cassius, I'm going to be really short-handed. But since this involves him directly, please don't worry about anything. Oh, I really appreciate this, Aina. Make sure you make good use of Rich while you were gone. He should be able to deal with at least 3 times his normal workload. Don't you think that's a bit harsh? Don't worry, if things get too hectic, I'll ask for help from the Grensel branch. By the way, Charizard, can I get a minute? I'd like to talk with you about the job you were going to do. Oh, sure, no problem. Estelle, Joshua, could I have you 2 wait upstairs? I'll be done in a minute. Understood. Shira, if we're going to be waiting, would you mind if we did it out in front of the clock tower? I'd like to say hi to someone. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, then let's meet up front of the clock tower. As soon as I'm done here, I'll head over there myself. Got it. Come on, Joshua. Sure. Septian Calendar 1075. Erected in the partnership with the liberal royal family, Septian Church and Roland City. Septian Calendar 1192. Destroyed during the 100-Year War when Roland was bombarded by the Erebonian Imperial Army. Septian Calendar 1197. Rebuilt with the cooperation of the citizens of Roland. Every time I see this clock tower, I always think they sure did a superb job restoring it after the war. You can sure feel the spirit of the Roland people from this. Estelle? Joshua? What do you think about going up with me and waiting until Shira shows up? You mean the clock tower? Sure, I don't mind. Okay, come on. The morning air is so refreshing. Hey, look, Joshua, we can see the house from here. And you're right, I can see the roof. But do you want to tell me what's going on, since you've always avoided coming up here? I was under the impression that you didn't like this place. Well, I like this place, but I just can't casually come up here. Because this is the place where my mom died. What? "10 years ago, during the war, when the Imperial Army surrounded Roland, they bombarded the symbol of the city, the clock tower, to try and get the citizens to surrender. This was at the time when Dad was fighting in the Royal Army. I wanted to see who he was fighting against, so I climbed up the clock tower. And when the bombardment started, I just couldn't get away. When I came to, I hardly had a scratch on me. My mother had saved me. I was wrapped tightly in her arms, shielded from the rubble. And as I cried, she sang my favorite lullaby. But when they finally dug us free... After the war ended and this place had been rebuilt, I avoided coming here for the most part. It's not because I have painful memories of this place though. It's just... when I come here, a part of me wants so much to draw on her strength. Plus, I feel that I can't be as strong like her as I'm always trying to rely on her. Estelle. But today's okay, right? Relying on her, just this once. Asking her to bring Dad home safely. Asking her to protect him. Of course it is. And don't worry. Dad's safe, for sure. Your mother's protecting him, so there's no doubt in my mind that he's safe. And if he happens to be in a bit of trouble, then you can come to his rescue. Just like your mother did for you. You can do the same for your dad. And don't forget, I'm here to help you too, you know? Ah, Joshua. I know I can't completely understand everything you've been through, but I can stay here by your side, as I am now. And if you need a shoulder to cry on, you've always got mine. So... Huh? Oh, Joshua, you're trying too hard. You shouldn't be saying things like that so lightly. What do you mean? If I were any other girl, I would totally have misinterpreted your intentions just now. You're seriously the type who's going to have problems with romantic relationships in the future. I'm already starting to get worried. Well, excuse me for trying to be nice. Why do you have to be like that when someone is genuinely worried about you? Thanks for cheering me up, Joshua. I feel a lot better now. I guess as long as I get some kind of thanks for it, it was worth looking like a complete fool. But you are unbelievable. Mumble, mumble. No, don't be so mad. I'm really thankful, believe it or not. So, how about we get down from here, huh? I'm sure Shara is waiting for us. You're probably right. Yeah, that's very thoughtful of him. And very funny how she threw it right back into his face. Mom, I finally realized why I wanted to become a brazier. Is so I can become strong and protect others like you. So please, watch and see. I won't fail to bring Dad home safe again. Aww, the two of you had such a cute scene going up there. Why, my cheek even feels a bit hot just thinking about it. What's that supposed to mean? You were spying on us? Hey, give me some credit, will you? I just happened to see you when I looked up to check the time. I sure wish I had an Orbal camera to get a shot of that view. Ah, come on. Hey, what are you trying to say, Shira? That's called family bonding, plain and simple. It's kind of like your habit of hugging everyone after your third bottle of wine. Let's not get into that. What? What's with the sigh? You really don't know how to take a joke, do you? Well, whatever. Did you say hi to Lena while you were up there? Yeah. I even asked for her to watch over Dad. I see. Then I guess it looks like you're all set. You know, Lena's protection is equal to that of the goddess herself. Your dad's safety is pretty much guaranteed. I think you may be giving her a little bit too much credit. Now that you mention it, you met Estelle's mother before, right, Shira? Yeah, when I was a child. I was still in a troupe at the time. A troupe? Yeah, a troupe in traveling circus. Shira was a dancer. Although it was a long time ago, we first met when she came to our land with the circus. 12 years ago to be exact. I was 11 and Estelle was 4. And because of that chance encounter when I became a brazier, I trained under her father. I didn't know that. Maybe I'll tell you about it sometime when I get a chance. Are you about ready to head for Bose? With airliner flights cancelled, we'll just have to make our way to Bose the old-fashioned way, by foot. First, we'll need to make our way to Verte Bridge checkpoint, which sits on the border of Bose region. The Verte Bridge is located at the west end of the Mills main road. It looks like we're all set, so let's go. Well, you guys might be all set. I'm not. Because the next episode we're gonna make our rounds all around the town. I might even go to the mine and we're gonna talk to everyone before we go. One, to figure out what there's going on with them, and second, to say goodbye. Because we're gonna go on a trip. We don't know how long we'll be gone, so it's always nice to say goodbye to everyone. But that's gonna be next time. Until then, I wish you a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.